This is our grand opening for two new restaurants in Harrisburg. One is called Ad Lib Craft Kitchen and Bar. It's our 3-meal-a-day tavern. And the other is called 1700 Degrees Steakhouse. It's our upscale, great American steakhouse restaurant. We have a great selection of steaks on the list. One of our favorites is a 32-ounce tomahawk steak that's prepared for 2 people. We also have a prime ribeye, a 21-day dry-aged New York strip, and then a great list of sustainable seafood, appetizers, salads, the whole works.
It's Anthony Meatballs. It's one of our signature dishes, and it is Grandma's recipe. One of our chef's grandmothers has made this recipe, and it's our secret.
We wanted to make sure that we had a restaurant that was very approachable for an everyday restaurant. So the prices compared to other fine dining steakhouses in the area or in the nation are very, very reasonable. We think you'll get a terrific meal for a great value. Ad Lib's really our fun place. We named it Ad Lib because we want folks to come in, hang out, be spontaneous. The menu has over 40 small plates, 30 wines by the glass, and over 60 beers to select from. The decor was designed by a company out of Baltimore, one of the few designers allowed by Hilton to do design work in their hotels. And we talked to R.D. Jones, we talked to Rebecca Jones about making it a place that's upscale, classy, but yet comfortable. And we think we hit the mark. We've been having trial meals and practice meals. Customers are just loving it. I think this adds a tremendous amount to downtown Harrisburg. Back in 1990 when we opened, we were the start of Restaurant Row, kind of the anchor that got everything going. And here we are again, I think setting the pace for a rebirth. There's been a lot of other restaurants added to the street and remodeling done, and I think Second Street has come of age again.
It is part of just a continuing desire to reinvent the downtown for for the decades to come. We've got Rubicon, Cork and Fork, and now this all happening right now in the city of Harrisburg. I think we're becoming the chicest, most exciting dining destination for all of Pennsylvania.
Wow, very obedient. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Joe.
My name is Joe Massaro. I'm the general manager of the Hilton Harrisburg. Along with Mr. Tate Park and Mrs. Tate Park and David Park, we have with us today Mayor Eric Pappenfuss, Commissioner Michael Priest, State Representative Patty Kim, Greenwood Hospitality Group Principals Bill Zollers, Akong Tan, Tom Condran, and Bill Cole, and from Hilton Worldwide, Sean McGowan, Frank Bruner, and John Howard. On behalf of all of us and the entire Hilton Harrisburg team, it is my honor to welcome you to the grand opening of Harrisburg's newest restaurants, Ad Lib Craft Kitchen and Bar and 1700 Degrees Steakhouse. Years ago, this past November, area leaders brought together by Harristown Development Corporation gathered to celebrate what was intended to be the centerpiece of the resurgence of Harrisburg. Since that time, In excess of 4.3 million individuals have visited Harrisburg as guests of the Hilton. An average of 300 Hilton associates have earned family-sustaining jobs serving these guests. Restaurant Row, Strawberry Square, and various other businesses in the region share in an estimated $8 million these visitors spend outside the hotel annually. Over $2.6 million in state and local sales, occupancy, and property taxes have been generated annually. And Penn National Insurance, Whitaker Center for Science and the Arts, Market Square Plaza, and Harrisburg University have all been developed in part due to the Hilton's presence in the city. In 2012, a new commitment was made to the city of Harrisburg and the region. Here to tell you a bit about this is Bill Cole, Principal of Greenwood Hospitality Group. Cole?
Thank you, Joe. Good morning, everybody. In 2012, after 22 years as forced upon and possibly reluctant hotel owners, Harristown Development Corporation made a very difficult decision to sell the Hilton Harrisburg, which was one of their key real estate holdings. They had a strategic plan for that sale, and that plan was to make sure that the property remained a Hilton, that it undertook a multi-million-dollar renovation, that the transaction was seamless to our employees, and that the hotel operating philosophy would be maintained with respect to its philanthropic community involvement and philosophy. So Mr. Park and his investment group and Greenwood Hospitality were the successful buyers. They moved in, and they have done just that. And on behalf of Mr. Ford, I'm sure, and the community, everybody thanks you for that investment. Mr. Park, thank you very much. Today, just 2 short years after that sale, the entire guest tower has been renovated, all of the corridors, all of the guest rooms, and now we stand inside of the latest project, the unveiling of 2 great new hospitality concepts for Harrisburg, Ad Lib and 1700 Degrees Steakhouse. Those of you who know me know my favorite philosophy is Yogi Berra. One of his sayings was, "Thank you for making this day necessary." Mr. Park, thank you for making this day necessary. Food and beverage has always been a signature for the Hilton Harrisburg. The Golden Sheaf was the city's first 4-diamond restaurant, DeRono award-winning restaurant, Wine Spectator Best of Award of Excellence restaurant. Raspberries was an overwhelming success, but food and beverage trends and tastes change, and in food and beverage it's all about relevance. And today that relevance for the diner is energy. It's a connection to the food. It's a knowledge of where the food has come from. It's small plates. It's sharing. It's craft cocktails. It's excitement in the dining room. It's large choices of wine. It's staff engagement. And we've tried to take those current trends and incorporate all of those aspects into these 2 restaurants. So I'd like to just take another brief moment to encapsulate these restaurants. Ad lib, as a verb, means to deliver spontaneously. And here at the Hilton, ad lib is our new take on a modern American tavern. We do have the definitions of ad lib up there on our board. But historically, taverns were the gathering places for the community, a place for the community to come together to sustain themselves, to get news of the day. And we hope that ad lib continues in that tradition of the great American taverns as a place for the community to gather. Chef Anthony, who has created the menu, says that these are recognizable comfort foods that have been turned on their side and are full of surprises. And we have food and beverage chefs who are going to take these classic preparations and put them in a contemporary spin. This will be a place that hotel guests and community guests together gather. They can choose from over 40 small plates, over 30 wines by the glass, 60 selections of craft beer, and an ever-changing list of craft cocktails. With respect to 1700 Degrees, Harrisburg needs and deserves a first-class steakhouse. 1700 Degrees, as you'll see, is sophisticated and high-end steakhouse. We feature Midwestern prime beef, dry-aged beef, certified Angus beef, all seared to perfection on our 1700-degree broiler, hence the name. The menu also features an abundance of fresh seafood, and of course, We've moved our Wine Spectator Best of Award wine list from the Golden Sheaf over here, much of which is displayed behind me. So we thank you for being here today. Mr. Park, members of Greenwood, Hilton staff, Mr. Mayor, Ms. Kim, thank you so much for being here. I hope you all enjoy it.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Tay Park up to say a few words. Mr. Park.
I'm so happy and delighted to have you all here to witness a new beginning. And I'm so happy because there are some individuals who opened this restaurant before and now joining, open again this new wonderful environment. So this has been a long journey, but we put together as a teamwork with Greenwood Management and Hilton Brand Guide and great staff in hotel. So I want to dedicate this opening to our staff in this hotel. And now we have a space and we have a great team to support, and now we need your support. So that's the only way we can grow, make this restaurant the best restaurant in the East. And I want you to continue to support and to make this restaurant to be a great establishment in the East. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mr. Park, the Hilton Harrisburg team and the entire community are very grateful for the trust you put in us and for the investment you've made in our city. And Mr. Park said this was teamwork. I wish you were here to see Mr. Park here week after week with his sleeves rolled up right in there with the rest of us, and we really appreciate your support. Thank you, sir. Next, I'd like to ask Mayor Pappenfuss to come up and say a few words. Mayor?
Sir, thank you. I come with a proclamation, but rather than read the proclamation, in the spirit, I shall ad-lib for a moment and say just a couple very important things. The first is thank you to the Hilton, thank you to everyone here for the willingness and the confidence to invest in the city of Harrisburg. This is an extraordinary transformation. I have been coming here for years, and you cannot recognize that this is the same space. The brick makes it seem as if it's always been here. The blown glass, the wine, the flourishes make it seem like we're in a steakhouse in Chicago or somewhere else, anywhere in the world. But we're right here in Harrisburg. We've been completely and utterly transformed. And I think it's a great example of what is a continuing pattern of positive investment in this city. So thank you for your investment, and recognize that you're part of a whole team of investors that are investing in Harrisburg right now. We've got some amazing other places, from Cork and Fork to Rubicon to the new Millworks, which is about to open, all of which are doing something very similar. They are reinventing the city, and they are establishing amazing spaces for people to come and congregate. I believe that we are seeing the second wave, or the new restaurant row right before our eyes. I recognize that the Hilton was the driving factor of the revitalization of the downtown. And I recognize that today it is still the first face of Harrisburg that so many visitors see on a regular basis. This is where they come. This is their initial impression. This is where they get the brochure. They learn how to walk to the park, or where to go when they're here. It's right here, and what an amazing first impression to see. Something to be truly proud of from the city's perspective. So we thank you for that. We thank you for joining others that are part of this new wave of investment in the city. And I see nothing but the brightest future for the city to come. And from the city standpoint, we have stabilized our finances. We are living within our means, and the city is leading by example. and it is showing everyone that that we can come back and we can stabilize. So thank you for your investment. Thank you for inviting me to partake in it, and I have a new favorite place to come for all business lunches, just one step away from the office.
Thank you, Mayor. Now Commissioner Mike Priest will come and say a few words. Commissioner?
Thank you, Joe. Good morning, everyone. I think we'll all agree that Harrisburg Hilton has just added another jewel to the crown of the city of Harrisburg. Congratulations. On behalf of Commissioner Jeff Hayes, George Hartwick, and myself, as well as Dave Black from the Harrisburg Regional Chamber, I see Mary Smith here from the HHRVB. The revitalization and continued uptick of Harrisburg is now in play. And Mayor, you're doing a fantastic job. Representative Kim, you as well. Same with Senator Teplitz. Everybody's working together as a team to get things done. At this time, I'd like to present a proclamation to you, Mr. Park, if I could. We, the Dauphin County Board of Commissioners, are delighted to join the community at large in most warmly welcoming Hilton Harrisburg's newest restaurants, Ad Lib and 1700 Degrees Steakhouse to Restaurant Row in the capital county. Whereas approximately 25 years ago, when the Hilton Harrisburg first opens its doors, it breathed new life into downtown Harrisburg. Whereas today, with the renovation and rebranding of its two restaurants, the Hilton Harrisburg continues to offer the best in fine and casual dining. Therefore, we proudly join the 268,000 residents of Dauphin County in commemorating the opening of Hilton Harrisburg's new upscale eateries and in wishing its staff enduring success. And in grateful recognition thereof, we are pleased and proud to proclaim December 4th, 2014 as Ad Lib and 1700 Degrees Steakhouse grand opening day in Dauphin County. Congratulations.
Thank you. Now please welcome Representative Patty Kim for a few remarks.
This is truly an exciting event for the city of Harrisburg. As everyone has known, the Hilton Hotel has been an important anchor for the city and its revitalization, thanks to Harristown and all the work that they've invested to keep this hotel alive. But with the new owners and this beautiful restaurant and the other additions and renovations, it's just going to solidify that role as being the anchor for the city of Harrisburg. I didn't bring a proclamation with me, but I promised to bring 202 of my state reps and 50 senators on session days to come here. That's very important to keep the business running. And I just love getting to know the parks. I hope that I could be an honorary daughter, sister, get good seats when I come. I'm kidding. I'm not going to play that. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Park and the family, for investing in Harrisburg. I promise you we will not let you down. Thank you, everyone.
All right, now let's cut this ribbon and make it official. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd join me up at the ribbon. Please, Mr. Park, David, come on in, sir. There you go. Please all gather around. Ready? Mr. Park, you've got the stage. Hey! 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 Thank you very much for coming.